crisis.
No.
You're not thinking about like.
No, I'm talking
your
science
age.
or biology or physics.
You're not allowed to use
One of them.
You're not allowed to use those words.
I'm doing a Neil deGrasse Tyson thing right now. I'm talking about, right? I mean, what's the difference between the Hobbit and the Bible?
What do you mean?
With the freedom of a butterfly, the beautiful wingspan.
No, I don't trust that butterfly.
You know, the symmetry on both wings.
Yeah.
Maybe more of a Silence of the Lambs kind of thing.
Are we recording?
We're
right now?
back.
Damn it.
I mean, I'm exhausted from the pre-show.
The pre-show?
Yeah, just talking to you. Not on mic.
You were talking on mic.
I was on mic?
Yeah. We recorded all of it. You're in a contract obligation now. You're contractually obligated to do my ideas.
Now, you were thinking that this podcast needs to blow up a little bit, right?
No, you were thinking that.
You came in with a lot of new ideas
I wouldn't say a lot.
that you and Donnie conspired
We conspire a lot, yeah.
at a kava bar.
Yes.
And, you know, I mean, I understand.
We're sober when we come up with it. if that
This is
makes
like
it any
working
better.
at a factory, right?
This is nothing like working at a factory.
I mean, if you guys were working at a factory
Okay.
and
Were
you left me.
unionizing? Is that what
Right, you're like going behind my back, and you're talking about the assembly line, how fast it's moving.
Yeah.
And you're like, we need to slow the parts coming at us
Yeah.
because we can't put the radio together that quickly.
Super specific.
So Donnie comes up with an idea how to slowly, or how to make the assembly belt slower.
All right. If it makes you feel any better,
That's what's going on.
I would like to limit the liability of Donnie and say that it was mostly just me yelling these
So
ideas
you're
at him.
you're the leader. You're
wouldn't say-
Marlon Brando.
I wouldn't say I'm the lead. I'll be Marlon Brando.
Right, you're on the waterfront.
Okay.
You got a club, and you're ready to beat fucking ass
These
to get
analogies.
your.
You're
Well,
flying.
because you're a union guy. You're fighting for the worker.
Yeah, I'm fighting for the
And
work.
you know there's a boss
Are you the boss?
no, because
What are you?
you think I am, but I'm not.
Who's the boss?
I
then?
just happen to be here in a leadership position. But I'm not a boss.
We need you to be a boss.
So you want me? Okay, so that's different.
Yeah.
Now you're asking me to be the boss. That's nice. I never had that. Like no one's ever said, who wants to nominate Carmen? No, it's never fucking happened. I've never been nominated because everyone knows.
All right.
And here's why you're doing it. There's no other choice. Like if there was another person here, like Kelly, you'd be like, is there any way your wife could be the boss?
Yeah.
She kind of is.
Yeah.
She's just not. Is not in here.
She's like the, what do they call that? The neglectful boss.
She's the influencer.
She's the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
She's the shadow
She's
master.
the
She's
overboss.
puppet master.
She's the wizard behind the curtain. That's who she is. Uh-huh. Now, I know what you're saying you want to do. I get it. Look, the people out there deserve us at least 7 times a week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday podcast, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday. I know they want that. I know they want that.
They
I
do.
can tell by the statistics on Podbean where we're dropping every week. Ever since we started adding another podcast, we were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We were putting up with that that was enough once a week.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
I kind of do that.
You kind of do what?
When things are going kind of well, I push. You know, I try to get a little more. You know, it's kind of like what's going on in this room.
Okay.
Like we had shitty equipment, then we did pretty good.
Then we pushed it. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we're at, I don't know what this is, Hollywood level?
Yeah.
It's pretty Hollywood level
For
in here.
the sake of your sanity, we're at Hollywood's level right
Right.
now.
If you look around,
We are.
and I've been dealing with Hollywood recently, so I kind of know what Hollywood level is.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fancy.
Yeah.
You've been dealing with Hollywood.
You know, Hollywood level is exactly what we're doing right here. This is,
This is
when I've been dealing with Hollywood level, I go, oh, so me and Mike are Hollywood level. It's the same shit. It's just they live in Hollywood.
yeah, it's the difference. Yeah,
Yeah. And because they're all on Zoom right now. Everybody's on Zoom with their creative meetings.
the creative meeting.
Yeah. We're kind of ahead of that, but it's still very similar.
Okay.
It's all just idea after idea. It's the implementation. Can we implement? Are we
We've
good?
already implemented.
Are
Look at
we
us.
implementing?
Look at this beautiful set. Like, look, this we've transformed this podcast, I would argue.
So your idea now is this is the Friday podcast, right?
Yes.
That we're doing right now.
We're doing this Friday podcast.
And this Friday podcast will change.
Yes, that's the idea.
It's going to change into something wonderful.
Into something beautiful.
It's like a caterpillar, and then it becomes a beautiful monarch butterfly that spreads its wings.
Yeah. Are you trying to implement a monarchy? Is that you're just using trigger words? Be the king of this?
You would think you'd go the other way.
What do you mean?
With the freedom of a butterfly, the beautiful wingspan.
No, I don't trust that butterfly.
You know, the symmetry on both wings.
Yeah.
Maybe more of a Silence of the Lambs kind of thing. With the moth now is what you're going for.
A little bit.
And I'm Hannibal.
Yeah, a little bit.
My face is covered. My hands are bound, but I'm still able to bite you somehow.
Yeah,
I'm wearing your skin on my face as a mask.
Yeah.
Trying to sell that to Hollywood.
They did.
Yeah, I know, but imagine the pre-sale. Here's the deal. Here's what we're gonna do. We got fucking creepy guys here. Take all the skin off this dude.
Yeah.
And make a costume out of his skin. Yeah.
And we got the perfect guy for it. Anthony Hopkins. He's already got scars on his face. He's the scariest man alive.
It was a freaky movie. I don't like anything like that because it's too real to life. Yeah.
Yeah, like a serial killer, you mean?
Well, yeah. You know, anything like that. John Cady. Not John Cady. John Cady was not Donnie Cady.
John Wayne Gacy?
No. Cady was he the evil guy in Cape Fear? Was it Cady was the lawyer or Cady was De Niro?
I don't know, but
I think Cady was De Niro.
That movie's terrifying.
Right, because it's very close. Now, did you see the original?
Yeah.
With Robert Mitchum?
Oh, no.
The black and white one.
There was an original
Go
one?
back.
There was an original?
Go back.
That was a remake?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Go back and see the Robert Mitchum version of that shit, where
didn't know
Mitchum is the scumbag, and it's the guy that
Is it
played.
scarier?
It's the original. So
Kind of. You know, I mean, De Niro played a hell of a part, but I think that it was just as scary because it's a stalking thing that you can't stop
Yeah.
in any situation. If someone wants to come after you, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, like even legal-wise.
Nothing.
Yeah, you couldn't really do anything about it.
Because, you know, you could just say, well, I'm just hanging in front of in front of your house, counselor.
Every day.
Just looking at your daughter walking home from school, counselor.
Every day.
And you can't do much about it. So you don't want to piss anybody off online.
Is that where we're going with this?
I always think that. I go, oh, if I come back at this guy too hard,
Yeah.
what's for him to stop pulling a Cape Fear on me, showing up?
Yeah,
Then I got to go Cape Fear because that's what happens, right? You got to go out Cape Fear the motherfucker. That's exactly what happened in Cape Fear.
How do you stalk each other though? Like that's
You go,
you're just standing next
you
to each
become,
other.
and then there was another movie I just saw, very similar. It was called Abiding Citizen or Law-Abiding.
Citizen, yeah.
Right.
But that one's justified, right?
But so is Cape Fear. Yes, not by De Niro in the beginning.
He kind of fucked him over legal-wise, right?
No, he was a prosecutor. He just did his job.
No, I think it was.
Oh, he threw him. So this is the same as Law-Abiding Citizen. You remember? Because that was a court
he
thing
made a deal.
that he didn't like.
Yeah.
Same thing in Law-Abiding. I didn't realize that. We've
sold
kind of
out.
hit on
Now, law-abiding
a
citizen was
copyright infringement case. We didn't know this. This is Zeppelin taking one of Donny Osmond's songs and turning it.
Zeppelin took a lot of songs.
Never a Donny Osmond song.
I know. I don't know where you're getting Donny Osmond.
But I thought you were going to go, no.
Joan Baez, they took.
I was trying to set you up for that, and it fell backwards.
Yeah, I don't even know what we're talking about right now. We started off in a business meeting, and then Donnie hit the record button, and next thing you know, we're just going.
Well, let's dial it back then.
Let's dial it back.
What's the business meeting about?
That's not what I want. Let's not dial it back. Let's rewind. Let's dial it back.
Uh-huh.
Let's talk about.
No, you're confusing me now what rewind means.
What it means go backwards in time.
Right. And then look at the
Dialing it back is
dialing it back. It was turning the heat down.
Turning the heat down, yeah.
Oh, I was too hot. This is what I've been told before.
That you're too hot?
That I'm off topic.
Yeah. In those business
In
meetings?
the real business meetings I'm in right now?
Yeah.
With a real company that actually hired me, they're saying to me,
well,
you're off topic. Now, I thought comedy should be off topic.
no, comedy's on topic. What do you mean?
No. If you're brainstorming, you're gonna hit some things that are not congruent with the actual thought, or else you'd be a genius. If you're always on the money, right?
Like, what do you mean on the money?
Let's say you come up with an idea for a podcast. Two guys, right? One's a little older. Right?
This is very close to home.
And, you're trying to build that podcast up. And every idea you hit is amazing. That don't happen. Mm-hmm. Comedy, when you're trying to create jokes centered around little white dogs or about your penis.
Yeah.
Or about your red hair. No, I'm throwing you in. I just put you in there.
Yeah.
You're going to come up with some jokes that are not really relevant or on topic.
I want to just brush over the slightly insulting statement that he summarized my entire comedy by saying red hair. Thank you.
I said I threw you in there.
You threw
You mentioned.
Oh yeah, I highlighted every bit of your comedy with fucking 2 words.
Well, I mean, you only got 10 minutes, so the red.
No, fuck you.
The red jokes take up a big chunk of that. Right? It's a lot of big red. I'm red. Look how tall I am. Look, I'm a giant. And then one joke about vaping, and then one stoner story, and that's your act.
All right, stoner story, yes.
Then
Everything
something
else,
about
not
autism,
true.
and then that's it.
Yeah,
and it's over.
Autism's heavy.
And then everyone's like, Mike, stretch. We'll get you down for 30. And it's 12 minutes into it, and you're pissed at the crowd already.
Yeah, well, somebody told me to go
and the
fuck
owner.
myself. Yeah.
And then better yet, now you're canceling gigs before you even go.
I did cancel a gig, yeah.
So that means I don't even know if you have an act anymore. I haven't seen you. When's the last time you performed?
Oh, a while.
Right. So are you a comic?
Not really.
Okay.
Not right now.
Right. If you're not writing material, if you're not performing material.
I am writing, but I'm not performing.
That's the term working comic, by the way.
Just a writing material or actual
working.
Performing. Yeah.
Working comic. And who wants to do that anyway?
What do you mean?
It's nice to be asked
To work?
to perform. It's nice for the crowd to show up. It's nice that they pay. But then, do I got to do it? I mean,
yeah.
can I just walk on stage and, hey, I'm here.
Yeah, you do that. I've seen you do that.
And then cut the act short.
No, you don't do that. You go
I got
45
too long.
minutes fucking longer than we're supposed to.
And that is probably an aggressive technique.
I call it searching for a closer.
Where someone has not given me what I wanted.
Yeah.
So I stay longer.
Yeah, you got to leave them on a bang.
If you would have laughed, if you would have shown me proper respect, I would have done 45. But now we're doing 3 hours. And we're going to continue to do this show until everyone walks.
You're going to walk the audience? Yeah.
And, that has never happened. They never walk. For some reason, people will stay.
Yeah, because it's awkward.
Yeah.
Also, the bill hasn't come.
I don't know why people put up with things.
You're holding them hostage.
Why? I'm just a little guy on the stage. If they all rush me at once, what am I going to do? Why don't they hurt me?
That'd be so funny.
Why does the crowd try to hurt me?
I don't know.
I've mocked them. I've asked them to hurt me. I asked a guy to stab me in New York. I know you have a knife. Stab me. Didn't work.
Did you want to get stabbed?
No. I just wanted to show the crowd I wasn't afraid of getting stabbed. Okay? I know how dangerous you people are.
Yeah.
You probably got a knife. Why don't you stab me? And Kelly's like,
funny?
shut the fuck up.
You know what's really funny? Is that you were worried about pissing somebody off on the internet.
Live, I don't care.
But live, you're like, oh, fucking stab me.
Yeah. Internet is
Why?
the hidden people. They're hidden.
Oh, okay.
So
it's your own paranoia.
I can't see who you really are.
Right.
Okay, so if you're an 11-year-old kid that's tormenting the fuck out of me, you win. If you're a 92-year-old grandma that's at the end of her life, it's like, fuck, I'm going to be a troll for 4 years until I die at 96. You win. But there's some days where I feel like I'm going to die, so I'm fighting back.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Like this morning, I was like, I'm close to death.
Is that what you felt like?
Yeah.
Really?
Tired.
Exhausted.
And I think, how close am I to death right now? Think about it, right?
Yeah.
How far am I right now from death?
I'm going to say you have like 20 summers
No,
left.
no. I am maybe an inch like all you have to do is press. Like if you push something into my heart
yeah, no
about
shit.
it, yeah, but that's how close I am to death.
That's how close everybody is to death.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And you don't think about that
You're
shit.
having, like existential crisis.
No.
You're not thinking about like.
No, I'm talking
your
science
age.
or biology or physics.
You're not allowed to use
One of them.
You're not allowed to use those words.
I'm doing a Neil deGrasse Tyson thing right now. I'm talking about
You can't even
how
fucking say his
possible
name.
it is to die. And I don't know if can you just say to yourself, okay, I'm done,
Yeah,
and turn the switch off. You can't.
people can. Yeah,
No, you can't do it.
you can just die.
Like if we had an on-off switch that we controlled, it'd be a fucked up situation.
Like if you could just press a button.
Yeah, and they go, I'm doing it.
That's fucking hilarious.
I'm about to touch the death switch. That's similar to me walking off stage. I go, for
You know
good this time.
You know what's fucked up? Like the way your brain works is like, why make suicide so hard? don't climb to a top of a building.
Yeah.
Buy the death switch.
By the death switch.
Fucking
Have it installed.
turn yourself off.
Yeah, I think, because that, again, is that legal? Probably, to put something, like if you had a thing here that you could press, now you don't want to bump it into anything. Because then you got liability insurance on the part of the
I don't think
manufacturer.
you're worried about that if you're buying the death switch. I think you're.
I
hoping
think the
to
death
bump it.
switch is important.
You don't want to get sued.
No, you don't want to
For wrongful,
accidentally bumping someone's switch.
for wrongful termination. Like, oh fuck.
I don't know, because we don't have that life switch either, though, do we? The other side.
Turn people on.
Yeah, the life switch. Too bad we don't have that full control. I guess cocaine does the same thing, though. Like if you want to really get jacked up on life, just do some blow.
I see what you're saying. I thought you
Right,
meant, like,
drugs.
doing-
Drugs are the life and death switch. You got it right.
I mean,
Yes, they are. You can't the extreme stuff.
the extreme.
Like don't you know what's going on with you two? It's called confirmation bias. Because you do drugs, you're biased on how I am presenting
Yeah.
how drugs could work in the
What do you
extreme.
mean we do drugs?
I don't know what that means because I don't really investigate. I don't want to know.
He doesn't test us, Mike. We should just accept that.
I'm not testing you,
That's true. Yeah.
but you've told me.
We should do drug tests.
Why? You already told me. You're not hiding it.
We should do drug tests on the air and just like pee into a cup, and then we'll like wait for them to settle and see what we come up with.
It has to settle?
Yeah, you have to like. It has to like actually take time to test it.
Like how long?
I think like 10 minutes.
I thought you were waiting for the foam to go down. From the urine. Like you're like waiting for the urine to settle now.
Yeah, you have to wait for the urine.
Foamy
to settle.
samples.
Foaming samples are a thing. Yeah. You got the foam. I can tell. I can tell by the way you walk.
Really?
You got a foamy pee. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I thought it had something to do with like asparagus.
No, that's when it smells.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Also,
is there a similar food that you can eat to create foamy urine? I can create smelly urine I know that trick.
Yeah.
But I could create just pure foam
Like
where it like comes out like bubbles instead of a straight stream that's heavy. I like mine lighter than air, so when I'm pissing, it floats into your fucking face. Oh my God, he's got the foaming urine, run! That would be...
motherfucker, you were trying to get another bubble machine on your dick. That's all you want. You son of a bitch. Oh.
Yeah.
For the listeners, he has a bubble machine that he's obsessed with. He has a remote to it. I didn't even know you could have a
Well,
fucking
you just
remote
gave
to
me
it.
an idea. Fill the fucking thing with urine. And then I got urine bubbles,
hard
and
are you gonna
you think you're walking into the look at the bubbles.
They smell like asparagus.
Oh God!
What's up with these bubbles?
This brings us back to the Joker and Batman.
This
they
does
released.
not bring us back to the no way.
Yes, it does.
Shape or form.
When he had that machine on the streets that created whatever type of what was it? Again, the first Batman.
Just use laughing gas.
He
It was
released.
laughing gas,
It was just
yeah.
laughing gas. Okay.
Well, no, it wasn't. It
It
wasn't.
would kill you. but-
It was deathly.
It was death poison gas.
Yeah.
But it was like he was putting it in the Zeppelins, and it was during
right.
the parade,
Okay.
right?
So mine would be more of like a calliope.
No, yours would be like a medical condition.
Like an organ. Like people playing the organ and the bubbles are coming out. And A calliope.
You lost me so much.
You know what a
now.
calliope is?
No,
It's the horn. It's the big.
What?
It's like a pipe organ. But my pipes would produce bubbles as I'm playing.
Oh, are they still pee bubbles?
Well, we could make pee bubbles.
No, we're done with that.
I mean, we could connect the machine directly.
He's just gonna pee into his fucking bubble machine
I
next
drink.
time we come here, and it's gonna barely work. But there's gonna be pee
Have you
bubbles.
ever? I mean, you're not fascinated with this subject. I know that, right?
What?
Well, I mean, we brought this up before about people drinking urine from their suits. The Freeman from Dune had to do it.
What?
Yeah. Because there's no water on Dune. So they wore the suits where they urinate into the suit and then it filters it and they drink. I think this is a space thing too, right? Are we doing this right now, currently?
No. That doesn't make any sense.
If this happens, do I have to drink my own urine? Or my buddy, can we switch?
Like a different flavor?
Yeah, because I would feel like your body's rejecting this water. You know, it's filtering out the impurities. That's the purpose of urine.
Are you explaining how urine works?
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Right?
It's the waste. Yeah, it's the waste.
Okay. But it's still liquid. It's still water that can be purified.
I think you can actually technically drink your urine and it'd be fine.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Your body's rejecting it.
No, but you can drink your own urine.
No.
You can't.
You have to filter out the impurities.
I mean, it's better for you if you do, but technically you can.
Yeah,
you
you
get
can.
sick.
And then
if you
what?
Drink it raw.
Right. You can't drink it.
No,
you're
those
in a
motherfuckers
desert?
Drink it all the time.
Who?
Survivor Man did it. Joe Rogan did it on a fucking radio show.
Oh.
Drink your own piss. Yeah.
It's
Why?
sterile.
I thought we had crossed some line. We're not even near it. I'm not about to
Now,
drink
if you
urine.
drink like leftover urine, like urine that you have to like drink like really fast. You can't just like.
No, see, this
let
is
it
wrong.
sit.
All right, so I'm thinking who's ever drinking their urine probably had some flushing already. Like, you know how you get some bright, very dark urine?
Yeah, that means you're dehydrated.
That's not the good stuff. You
Yeah.
continue to drink until it flows clear, then you go, okay, time to drink.
Trying to drink what?
Your urine.
That doesn't make any sense.
Listen to me.
You
It's so simple. I'm not drinking the dark stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I drink some water.
The dark ale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
And this is not in a survivor mode. It's just to test which urine you could drink.
Did you ever watch that show?
Which one?
Survivor Man?
Mm-hmm.
I liked it.
But as soon as that would have happened, I've been like, no, we're done. I can talk about it, but I'm not watching this.
I didn't like that show. I liked the concept, but I hated the show. Does that make sense? Like the whole point of the show is like he's real because there's no camera.
What's harder to survive in? What he's doing or me living in this home? Because technically I have everything I need here. Right? No, I'm saying. But there's no adventure. There's no challenge.
But that's my point.
There's no motivation. I could die on my couch just from no interest. Just so sick of TV,
Boredom.
so sick of food,
Yeah.
so sick of the sun. There's at some point, I'm sick of everything. And I'm like, I'd rather be in a situation that's hard outside.
That's why you do this podcast.
Well, I'll spend some time in the backyard too. You know, if I really start feeling like that, I'll go outside, see what's
We're
going
gonna
on.
show up one day and you're just gonna be standing there staring at the sun. We're like, what happened? There's nothing on Netflix.
I just need to make my life harder.
Yeah.
I
They
do
say
that on purpose. You think I don't? I challenge myself.
You could barely convince yourself that you're challenging yourself. You weren't convincing me that you're challenging yourself.
You don't think it's a challenge? You can't think about if you were doing it. You have to think about
is this
for
that
me.
moment where you're like, you know what it's like to be me.
Right. You
You
understand?
don't know what I have to deal with.
Right. It's not easy trying to convince this to do stuff.
Yeah, I know what that means.
Okay?
I know what that feels like. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of different motivating factors that have to go into me getting like jacked up about something. I need like a problem to solve.
Okay. Then I'll just bring you.
And here's the thing:
problems.
I started analyzing the problems, and if they're not really problems that are worth solving, then I'm like, I feel like a fucking rat on a treadmill. Like, why am I even trying to fix this? Because even when it's fixed, I don't give a fuck if it's fixed.
Right.
That's what happens.
Yeah. Okay.
With this whole sprinkler thing. You see the hose out there? Right? My lawn is all brown. I just told my wife this morning, I go, everything's broke.
Yeah.
Everything is collapsing around us. This was before 9 o'clock this morning, by the way. This is us right after I got jacked up on coffee. About 9:04, I had to backtrack out of all of it because I saw her getting really,
What do you mean?
really like big anger
Well,
that I
for
brought this up on a Thursday before Memorial Day weekend.
What'd you do?
I just want to get rid of everything. All of a sudden, right? I just want to shed all this shit. I'm like fucking rats in the attic, the hose.
Oh, you just wanted to leave the house.
I just like floors broke, hot tub's not working. Like, these are things that nobody needs, but hot tub's broken.
Fucking paradise is breaking down into a regular house. I would cry too if I was your wife. The hot tub's broken. You want to leave?
I'm like, I'm so.
You want to like abandon?
I just
shit?
don't want to call any more people to fix shit. You know, I'm just tired of phone trees. I'm just sick of it.
Yeah,
I'm sick of solving all the issues. Right?
but they're not real problems.
They're not.
Carmen.
That's what I said. Did I say that?
Hold
Even
on. It's the fucking summer. The hot tub can go without working for a little bit. I would say.
right.
Don't you think? Yeah.
Yeah. Right. But this is what I'm saying. Even when I solve the problem,
What do you mean the floor's broken?
well, since
I already know it's not fucking bad. I already know it's not anywhere. It's like a tile.
I mean, we've been living with that for 12 years. I just decided this morning I'm tired of looking at it. It's been like that for 12 years, but I'm tired of looking at it.
So you told your wife you wanted to move?
I'm not even sure I want to move. That's such a headache. I don't want to do anything.
So you just want to walk away?
Yeah, fuck it all.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. And this is because of Nashville, probably. Because it was so easy.
Easy street.
When you go out on the road, there's not like I just want to live in luxury. Just want to live in a room, and you come downstairs and the coffee's already made. And then you go back up to the room,
Yeah.
and then you don't have to drive. And then food's ready everywhere. Everywhere.
What life? What is this?
It's Howard Hughes.
Huh?
Howard Hughes did this.
Who's
At the
Howard
end of it-
Hughes?
Who's Howard Hughes?
Yeah. Who's Howard Hughes?
He was the richest man in the world ever until everyone else showed up. Back in the day, he was the one that became a recluse. Pretty sure
A recluse or a recluse?
both. I'm pretty sure he controlled the media at one time.
Okay.
Also, so he's not one of these guys
Yeah.
that was just a monster billionaire,
Howard Hughes.
and then turned into a complete recluse
Right.
and lived in a hotel and let his fingernails grow. Never cut them, never shaved, never cut his hair no more.
He built the Spruce Goose, the big old wooden plane.
Mm-hmm.
A wooden plane.
Yeah.
What's a wood? They had a wooden plane.
You're going to have to see. This is good. I've finally hit on something you don't know. Finally. Now, you know Rodney Dangerfield lived in a hotel, too, at the end of his life.
But didn't he live above his comedy club? At Dangerfields?
I don't know if he was always there. I know he lived
He used to come
in
down
the
in
valley.
his bathrobe.
Right.
That's what you want.
Yes.
You want that.
Right.
Okay.
That's it.
You
I
want-
couldn't put my shorts on this morning.
You just want to come
I
down.
couldn't get out of bed and get my shorts on. I asked my wife, I go, could you put them on for me?
Yeah.
And she's like, no. I go, eventually you're going to have to. Why don't we start now?
You're just you want fucking you want hospice care at fucking at 50 some odd years old.
Assisted living.
Yeah, you
I just want to be assisted. Ah.
You're the only person I can think of that ever like would want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like early in life.
Because it started when I was 15. Or when my dad died.
Jesus.
Yes. See? See, what happens, I think what happened is that I really enjoyed other people taking charge,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Like, that's what your parents do when
Yeah.
you're young, right?
Yeah, they
then-
take your responsibility.
They drive, they get the food, they make the money, they supply the housing. What? It's true. What do you spend? You just, here's a napkin right there.
I'm fucking realizing where you're going with this.
Why? Where am I going? It's just, it's so bad about all this.
It's super bad.
You kind of like, I mean, you're
It's almost like you didn't get to use all of that parent.
right. Right.
to-
I never maximized that.
Yeah, you never maximized
I got
it.
cut short
So now you want to go even
at
further.
14.
Yeah.
Now, my son's 21.
Yeah.
He's coming home from college.
Yeah.
My daughter's 27. She was here for a year
Yeah.
during COVID. Okay, I'm not saying I want to go to 27, but it wasn't 18 when it ended. So it was 14 to, I don't know, let's take a happy medium. But I missed a 10-year period of me getting things for free.
So you just want to go right into, okay, assisted living. I get it.
Yeah.
You're the only person that's like open arms walks into the old person retirement home 10 years before he should be there.
Of course, I went a little higher end.
With the Waldorf.
I'm not saying, yeah. Right.
You want
Vegas, a casino.
You want Trump Towers?
Yeah, something like a, and this is, if I wasn't such a bad gambler, I like the action, I like the noise.
Yeah.
All the machines making that noise. Even if it's false noise, fake noise, it's not real noise.
Okay.
Because there's no coins dropping out of the machine no more.
Right.
It used to make noise. When I went gambling originally, you actually saw quarters and coins coming out of the machine. Now it's tickets.
Well, it makes sense.
That they got rid of the coins?
Yeah.
Yeah. But they still keep the noise going.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you watch sports and they have the cardboard faces,
Yeah.
right? Why do we need the cardboard faces? Well, because we're used to seeing faces in the stands,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If you could just
Where are
give
you
me a
going with this?
I'm fine with simulation,
You want to?
is what I'm saying. I'm so fine with simulation. If this is a virtual reality thing where I could live here, because I don't want to have to move all my shit. But if I could go do a simulation here where I'm in Vegas,
Okay.
don't make just the noise, but create the people, the holodeck.
Okay.
This is where the world's going, man.
No, it's not.
This is the future.
No, it's-
I'm just trying to be progressive.
okay.
I think that's where the world's going. It's all going to burn around us,
Okay.
but virtually it's going to look awesome.
It's gonna be in HD.
Yeah. Very clear.
4K.
I'm going to and you can look at yourself differently. They haven't thought of that, have they? Oh yeah, they have with avatars.
Yeah.
What was that blue movie?
Avatar.
Camera. Oh, it's called Avatar.
I thought that's what he was talking about.
No. I know that's a movie.
I thought you pluralized the movie and just got it wrong. It's like avatars.
Yeah, see, I know a lot about everything. I just can't give it to you exactly. I need 4 or 5 people to put my shit together, like you guys do.
Yeah, we do. We kind of
Like I throw it out there, and then you guys create a sentence.
Yeah, your mind is like the Weekend at Bernie's.
That's dead.
It's just dead.
No, my mind's active.
me and Donnie are like carrying it around, yeah, pretending
You're
that's real.
assisting my brain.
Yeah, we're assisting. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it makes a lot of sense because everything is.
I got an idea.
I don't want to go that far because then it's.
Make 2 more children,
Mm-hmm.
and then by the time they're 18, they'll be ready to be full-time slaves to you, and you can be like
No, they don't do that.
not slaves.
They
but
turn
that's
on
a
you.
strong word, but
They turn.
well, yeah. But if all they know is assisted living, taking care of Papa.
Well, I think that's where you could be onto something. You don't let them develop as far as they should. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you don't teach them anything.
Right, but we do it scientifically by taking we fuck with the genes and shit,
don't
and we
need all
create
that.
like a human robot, right?
No, that's yeah, sure, fine.
It's
Like an android.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need to actually breed it then.
Donnie's getting uncomfortable right now.
You could do like dogs.
I don't think
If
dogs.
I had a pack of dogs that did shit for me. Yeah.
Dude, the amount of time it would take to train those dogs.
I'm not doing any training. I'm the end user. Why do I have to be involved in all the? This is what I'm saying. Why does everyone volunteer me?
trying to automate your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to buy into it. Like the Roomba. It's already done.
Okay.
It sweeps on its own.
So you want like a fully automated assistant?
Well, you know that's where we're going.
Smart homes, yeah.
No, we're going to. I don't even want to type into Amazon that I want this shit.
You just wanted to think.
I just want it to be here.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
It's called communism. That's what it is.
What the fuck?
It is. It's a community already set up for you, and everyone does the work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you want that.
No.
You completely.
I want, but
He's completely talked himself out of.
I
this
don't want
idea.
because communism, you become the worker. You understand? If you're in a community of people and sharing the work, there's always a leader that directs the work.
So you want to be the leader?
No. I want
What do you
I want the
want?
community that's already there. It is autonomous completely without any leadership. So it's already set up. This is, I guess, going to be a little bit of time.
Yeah.
It's The Matrix, which I have no idea what that movie was about, but I'm saying it's probably The Matrix.
We'll just put you in a pickle jar for a while and just make sure that the body's okay. You're fine.
Yeah. That's what you want. You just want VR. You just want to float in fucking VR.
Whatever this is, it's got to be simple. It's like when I don't know that I'm working and I'm enjoying myself. That's what it is.
Okay.
When I'm eating and I'm happy. When I'm in shape and I don't really have to try too hard to get in shape. That's what this is. I think it's called being 15 again.
Yeah, that sounds like it, yeah.
Because when you're 15, all this shit is, I think they shouldn't allow 15-year-old to happen no more. 15 can't happen no more.
What do you mean?
We're spoiling the children too early, and then they're becoming like me. This is what happens to a 15-year-old when he's promised too much at 15. Right here. I thought it was going to last.
What were you promised?
People kept saying, oh, wait till you get older. Then we'll see who's got to pay for the water that you keep running or the lights that you can't turn off. Maybe we don't let the kids get to that point.
Okay.
That's right. Just beat them.
No. There's.
Just get it out of there.
Have you not read Brave New World?
Yeah.
They take the children from the mothers immediately, so there's no bond established.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Just throw them in the pit.
Yeah.
Have you not read
No, I didn't read that.
Ender's Game?
No.
It's 6. They're astronauts fighting for the interplanetary wars.
Did you read Ender's Game?
Yeah, of course. Who hasn't?
Did you watch Ender's Game?
No, I don't like watching the movies after I read the books. I'm telling you, they fucked up Dune. They fucked up Ender's Game. The one that I really love, The Hobbit, is okay. It's not a bad movie, but I like the books better.
The book sucked.
No, there's 6 of them.
The Hobbit was trash.
No. That's an amazing story. Of
It's
a small
not.
It's a small person story of
Yeah,
what a
that's
little
why
guy
you
could do.
like it, you fucking Hobbit.
Yeah. Did you see those houses? How cool they were? Small furniture, small openings.
Is that
Not
how
wait.
Is that how you bonded with Ender's Game? Because it was about small people?
I didn't. I just couldn't visualize a
You're just
6-year-old
picking
becoming.
movies with
Do you like
small
the Wizard
people.
of Oz?
Yeah. Were you in the Lollipop Guild? Like,
No, I didn't like those people.
Too short.
I don't like the songs. Who did I want to be in Wizard of Oz? I didn't want to be the wizard once you saw who the wizard was. I wasn't happy with the ending of Oz. I wanted him to be a big protector that I could live with. That would pay for everything
yeah.
in the castle.
You think we should? We should wrap it up. Donnie just gave us the whirly rap, fucking visual.
How tall are you, Don?
6'3".
Yeah, that's why. That's why.
What do
I'm
you mean
starting
that's
to. I'm starting to see him as my leader. I'm starting to listen to Don because he's big. You guys are towering, and I feel like, look, if I can impress you like the Hobbits did with the guy with the bow and arrow, and the other guys with the big guys that came from the other community, the castle.
You could be naming any movie.
No, it's the Hobbit. End of the Ring or something. End of the Ring? Is that the throwing the Mordolial?
No, it's End of the Ring.
Mortem
Yeah,
fire?
Mm-hmm.
Had to get
The mortem. The mortar.
right.
Mortar of fire.
Right. I know who Gollum is because that was me.
You just ruined Lord of the Rings for me. And everybody who's ever liked that fucking film is gone now.
No.
Oh.
I'm saying
Peter Jackson just puked for no reason. He has no idea why.
I'm the one who pleased the big people because they gave me a task and I went through the forest, right? And wasn't afraid. I made
came
it.
up with a new segment we should do. It's called Carmen Explains Movies. And it's just him trying.
I haven't seen it in a while. All right?
This is how you open it.
It's not like I know exactly the names. I used to know the names of the different sects, the different groups. You know, you had the things underground that were making stuff with sledgehammers. You had the bearded guy who used to have a brown beard that turned to a gray beard. Right? And then the chick, that hot chick in the woods, who was Aerosmith's daughter.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's where I would have stayed. I would have stayed there because I think someone was getting hit on. Someone was getting hit on by her.
Oh my God.
Remember? And they were like, "No, we got to go fight." I'm like, "Fuck that! You're in the woods with this chick." And right, she's so hot.
Yeah, but the world would have ended.
Yeah, but you're in the woods with trees that had houses. And then look, big deal, the world ended then. So he goes back to his little hut in Hobbitville, and he smokes his pipe. That was the end. Great. No more. Did they call him adventures? Yeah, he liked to go on adventures with the bread. He was eating the.
What the fuck?
Because they had no food. You don't remember they had to take the bread?
Yeah.
Right, and his buddy, the chunkier kid who was protecting him, was eating all the bread.
Rudy.
Yeah, it's hard to see him in another movie because you just want him to stand up on a tree stump and give a speech, and we can throw the ring into the fire.
Yeah. That's exactly how that movie went. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't bring the whole Gollum thing in.
You got one fucking word right in all of the fucking
Well,
words you said.
Weird that Led Zeppelin has something to do with this, right? You know that. They sing about it.
What?
You guys don't know this?
No. Donnie's biting his face off. Right
Oh, you
now.
don't know? There's a Led Zeppelin song that talks about some of the things that happened in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I come from the land of the ice and the snow.
No, not that part.
Not that, but immigrant song.
Something. There's something there.
It's an immigrant song.
I got to find it, but I was like freaked out when I heard it because I'm like, okay, wait a second. When did he write this movie, The Hobbit? It's
The
prior.
40s.
Really?
Oh, the movie? No, the book.
No, the book.
The book's in the 40s, yeah.
Is it that old?
Yeah, it's like 45, I think.
Yeah.
Or-
Did you ever try to look at the maps? The prologue? Yeah.
In the book of Middle Earth?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about it?
Weird.
It's a map.
What are you
But
trying
it's not really a map of anything real.
Yeah, they made it up, Mark. People do that all the time.
He had to look like I'm onto something. I think I figured it out.
I didn't buy the book new, so it's kind of creased and some of the pages are fucked up. So
You thought there's treasure somewhere?
when
Did
you find an
follow the map?
old book like that,
Yeah.
an old book, it's like the Bible in some ways, right? I mean, what's the difference between The Hobbit and the Bible.
Where you'd find it in the library.
One's a paperback.
They're both fiction. I will say that. Yeah.
I'm exhausted. So I'm gonna reread some of the book
That's what I want.
and then listen to Zeppelin tonight
Okay.
and find out where this is.
Okay.
But there is something about Zeppelin, and if anyone knows this out there, anybody, especially if you're, do we have any listeners from Middle Earth?
You mean
Norway?
New Zealand, where they filmed it?
Norway or something? Oh, is it New
That's
Zealand?
where they filmed it.
Yeah, New Zealand.
Oh, I thought they actually had the place. They found it.
Yeah, time travel machine. I thought they had one of those.
Because where are you getting those caves with those monsters?
Where'd you get that dragon?
Right.
Where'd you get
Where the hole and the whipping.
You're right. It was a documentary, and it was a pretty good one. You know, it won Best Picture 3 years in a row.
What?
Yeah. All
Okay.
3 movies won Best Picture.
It's an amazing tale. But I guess we'll talk about it another time because we're like 7 minutes past, and I know Don's freaking. Friday podcast.
Friday podcast.
We'll see you guys again.